scholarship was the difference maker in me coming to Trinity or not. I've grown in so many different ways since coming to Trinity, and the first one is I actually grew from 5'1" to 5'2" since coming to Trinity. I haven't grown any more since. 5'2" is where we're at. It's been a constant plateau from there. That's just one way. Also, athletically, I've grown in so many different ways. So I actually did manage to earn a starting position on the Spartans and women's soccer team. So I got to play outside back. And in my third year, my coach moved me up to midfield, which I had little experience in and was very, had no idea what I was doing there pretty much. Yet I somehow managed, with the help of my coach and my teammates, to earn Canada West First Team All-Star that year in the midfield. So that was an accomplishment for me that I would never have thought of, let alone in midfield. So grew a lot there with the support of my coach. In my first year, I came in as this young, fun-loving, free-spirited, yet somewhat immature 17-year-old that was known for pounding back steaks and finishing up everyone's meals on team trips. But over these past 4.5 years, I have grown and matured, and although I still like to have fun, I have started to see that it is so important to lead by example. I've started to realize that my purpose can be in how I live each day, pointing people to Christ through my actions. And that's something that has been exemplified to me by my coaches and older teammates and role models. Yes, one word that really sticks out to me in my time at Trinity is the phrase servant leadership. And that for me has been exemplified by so many different people. As a first year, you have the fifth years that are always consistently putting you first. And for me, that's something that I have learned that I want to demonstrate in my life. And so I even saw an example of this. I was student teaching at a school, and we had a staff meeting, and there was a meal. And then after the meal, I just found myself automatically starting to help clean up the plates. And it wasn't until I got home and I was reflecting on my day that I started to realize that Trinity has impacted me in so many ways, and doing things so naturally, such as something like that, where I would not have done that in my grade 12 year after finishing high school. And so there's so many little things. I'm still learning them now, that there's so many ways that Trinity has impacted me that I don't even know, but just have become a part of my character. I'm so thankful for the different opportunities I've also had to grow in my spiritual leadership at Trinity. I've been able to lead team Bible studies and just learn about intentionality and how important that is to invest in the people that God has placed around you. So whether it's going out for coffee with my teammates or having a team worship night, I've just really been thankful in those opportunities that I have to learn how to disciple teammates and just learn how I can be a mentor for my teammates who don't know Christ. And another thing that's probably most of you guys know is the community at Trinity. And I lived my first 4 years on dorms, and this is my first year off campus, which has been really hard for me because the community on campus is incredible. And I have developed some very special friendships at Trinity, and obviously not the one you guys are all thinking of, no ring by spring, no special person in my life. But friendships with people who care about me as a person, and there's vulnerability in those relationships and also authenticity. And so I know that those friendships are going to last wherever I end up in the world. I know that I have people that I have poured my heart into and they've poured their heart into me. And that's one of the ways that I'm so thankful for Trinity, is you have such amazing people all coming together at one school. And so I'm just so thankful for the people that I've been able to meet with and build relationships with. Growing up in a Christian home, my faith was always important to me, yet it wasn't until coming to Trinity that I really started taking my faith seriously and made that personal commitment to follow Jesus with my life. And so there have been so many spiritual highlights for me since coming to Trinity. One of them was being my baptism this past fall, which was really exciting for me. And another one is missions trips. And that was another huge reason why I wanted to come to Trinity, because I heard that you could go travel somewhere and serve God with your whole entire team, which I thought was amazing. And so for me, those have been some highlights seeing my teammates who know nothing about God get to witness his love that he has for my teammates when we partner with local churches and even hang out with these kids who love us. And I've been able to journey and partner with teammates as they're trying to process what is happening on these missions trips. And for me, it's just been such a blessing seeing my teammates trying to wrestle with that and wrestle with their faith. One of the most memorable highlights for me since being at Trinity is seeing, it was actually last February, and I was in this airport in Mexico City, and we were coming back from missions trip, and I was sitting with my captain of our team, Janaea, and my coach. And my teammate Janaea had decided that she wanted to put her trust in God. And for me, these are the moments that I find are the things that I hold on to. And it's not so much the wins or the soccer, but it's those moments where I see my friends making the most important decision in their life. And those are the things that I found the most value in on being on this team. And so even though we never actually won a national championship, I'm sure if I did win, those would still be the moments that I would want to hold on to and be more important. And they're far better than anything that I've ever experienced on the field. So I'm looking forward to using what I've learned at Trinity to impact others. And it is my heart and passion to be with kids, and so I'm hoping to be a teacher if I finish my practicum, which is in 3 months, so assuming all goes well. And I would love to teach overseas, and it's kind of my dream to establish like a soccer academy with like a school in a developing country and involve sport and help coach kids in the way that I was coached and help kids grow and develop and just pour into them the way that my coaches did that to me. And so I just wanted to let you guys know I'm so thankful to be here with you guys, and that your generosity reaches far greater than just one student like me, but it reaches into all the people that I get to pour into, and your impact is far greater than you guys will ever know. And so I think it's just an honor being here with you guys and sharing that with you, and knowing that your generosity is really making an impact on God's kingdom. Even as Scott was saying about inspiring hearts and inspiring minds, my heart is so inspired after being at Trinity, and I'm just so excited to use what I've learned and just keep making a difference for God's kingdom. So I want to thank you again for supporting Spartan Athletics, for supporting the President's Scholarship, and for supporting individuals like me, and giving me a chance to grow and develop and to help me use my gifts for a greater purpose than just myself. So thank you guys all for being here, and enjoy the rest of the night.